a good one here, and eventually we will. And you guys absolutely did on this one. I released a video a few days ago talking about this is never going to happen. Release the Snyder Cut. This movement's never going to happen. I'm annoyed with hearing it. I don't want to hear it anymore. But it's finally happening. And the good news is I won't have to hear it anymore. It's not that I have anything against it coming out. I absolutely don't. I just am annoyed with the constant news cycle. This thing's gone on for years. There's a lot of purgatory news cycle that's just gone on for years, and I'm sick of hearing about it. But I'm all for this. You want to release it? Go for it. I'll check it out because I enjoy comic book movies. I don't have some Marvel or DC bias. But to be fair, I did not enjoy Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, and I didn't enjoy the Justice League. Now that one can be entirely blamed on Snyder. But I do like the Watchmen movie. So they're actually doing this, and it's really strange. This is unheard of, and I want to give you guys absolute props. You crazy, crazy fanatics that pushed this for years relentlessly. You did something that's absolutely unheard of. You made them bend the knee. Executives bend the knee to a creator's vision. Now, as someone that wanted to be a writer, you hear all the horror stories about what happens to creators' visions. These executives, they come in and there's been plenty of examples of how they run interference that have damaged movies. And this is pretty cool that executives are being like, we were wrong. Let's do this thing. This is a game changer. This is like that Sonic trailer that got downvoted, and they came out and like, hey, we've heard the cries of the fans, and we're listening. We're gonna go and fix this. This is unheard of. It's pretty cool, and I absolutely want to applaud you guys on this one. I'm not gonna pretend to be all that I champion this or something like this. No, I was just like, I just don't want to hear about it anymore. But I got to give you props because actually what you did opens a whole doorway for all kinds of other things. I mean, I did actually enjoy seeing Ben Affleck as Batman. He really bulked up for it, and I was curious to see what he would do with it. Although I wasn't very fond of the murderous aspects of his character, but I thought it was the most awesome on-screen looking Batman I've seen. However, uh, this, like I said, it opens the doorway to all kinds of other things. What else are they going to do? Could this, if it's successful, could it lead to Ben Affleck coming back as Batman? Could it lead to his script being given a real shot, saying, oh, we're not going to interfere with the creator's vision and whatever? This is something that's really opens the gateway for a lot of things, a lot of possibilities and stuff that you do have to factor in. This movement's got to be pretty large. Like, I didn't know when I did that video. I'm pretty sure I mentioned I don't know how actually large the movement is, if it's small vocal fans or if it's a big thing. Obviously, these executives see that there's a chance for cash in this, so that is to factor in there, but from a creator standpoint, that they would, be like, oh, we want to do your vision. We're going to walk back what we did. We're going to own up to it, and we're going to let you see your vision through. That's pretty amazing. And the fact that they're putting up the money for it is like $20 to $30 million that they're putting up the money for him to finish it, finish the cut. I think absolutely all that's pretty amazing and unheard of. I've never heard of a situation like this. There is the Richard Donner cut or whatever, but this is something that's just unheard of, and I think it's mind blowing. But Also, at the same time, you know, you still have that Ezra Miller Flash. That's my biggest problem with that. That Ezra Miller Flash, I can't stand him at all. He is absolutely nothing like Flash. And I could make gripes and complaints about all the rest, but I'm not going to do that. I just want to applaud you guys for actually doing something that may have opened the gateway to all kinds of other creative things. Warner Brothers, and I got to give them applause too for actually seeing this through, because not only have they been willing to risk doing what Marvel is unwilling to risk doing, that, DC's going with multiple versions of character iterations, running with them at the same time, and taking risks, testing the waters, because they're not as successful as Marvel's been. But at the same time, Marvel's success has made them more restrictive. They're they're not willing to play games with their continuity. They're not willing to experiment or even have the TV shows attached to their MCU movie verse. There, so, but DC on the other hand, having multiple versions of everything, and it's kind of cool because you can really get creative over there, experiment, see what works, what doesn't, and yeah, it's just, if this leads to more people being able to just see their vision through with no executive interference, that would be pretty cool, and that would make Warner Brothers quite unique there in Hollywood in comparison to everybody else. That would make almost like every top creative director, writer, that'd make everybody want to flock to them. That's pretty cool. That would make everybody want to flock to them and be like, I'll do a movie with you. I'll do it for less price because you'll let me, you'll let me have my creative vision. And I think that's very interesting. I think it's very interesting, the idea. Maybe this is just a one-time deal. Hopefully not. But if it is, props to you guys for getting that done. I'll see this version of it. Hopefully it's better than the version we got. But I haven't been particularly fond of the other ones. They're okay. They're incredibly bad at certain points, and it's a real mixed bag for me. I don't really champion the Snyder, like you crazy fanatics that made this happen. But I gotta give you props for making it happen. That's the video there anyway. Stay awesome and rock on.